Hey, good morning, and it's time to go live. I am your party artist. Hi, it's Kim Overholt here at my studio, Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio, and I am your hostess with all the toasts here to help you have fun and learn a little bit about art and life in the Niagara area. As an artist in the Niagara area here, I, Kim Overholt, will tell you a little bit about the things that I find interesting on a day-to-day basis, sometimes with different topics and today is Wellness Wednesday, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I hope you're having a great day. Yeah, today is where we talk a little bit about health and how to keep positive, especially being an artist. Definitely know that there are days where you go and you're trying to get through something that you're working on, and it's not going as you planned. You just kind of have to take a step back from things and kind of give it a rest until you've got enough gumption to get going back at it again. Yeah, I know. And sometimes that applies to life too. Sometimes life can be at a point where you're like, I don't know what to do. That's when it's like, my mom used to say, sometimes you just don't know what to do. And it's true. There's so many things that you should do, but you don't know where to start. And first things to do is to start with your own self. Start with your brain. Just remember, life's what you make it, okay? So it can be a a good thing, you can keep it positive, or you can worry and turn it into a bad thing. It all depends on your attitude and the way you interpret things and how you see things in this life. I myself try to keep a very positive outlook. I know I I sit back and then think to myself, "Mhm. Yeah, but I don't ever want to admit to being ever defeated by somebody who thought they got the upper hand on me. No, I am always more positive, the better. And you know what? I am more the wiser when things don't go the way I planned them. And it's just the way that life is. You just got to keep moving forward and keep positive with everything that you do. And, I keep up that up on a regular basis. So, and I like to help everybody out in one way or another with a little bit of art and a little bit of therapy with art. And of course, I find that it's very helpful when you can do things that will help your brain feel a little bit better about your environment. I guess that's what it is too. It's very important to be conscious of all the things around you. Be mindful. Be just be better than you were yesterday. Because it always just takes small steps just to get to the spot where you like to be in. And of course, so it has to do with wellness and feeling good about yourself too. So there's so many things, so many avenues to go down to make you feel better about yourself. So I mean, there's days, like I say, where you might not feel you're 100%, but that doesn't mean that you can't spread a little bit of joy and make you feel better about yourself, or better about other people, even if you don't feel good about yourself. I mean, that happens too. Sometimes you have to go digging a little deeper and finding that thing that really motivates you and gets you moving forward. Yeah. So I'm really happy you guys are all here, and I'm glad that, it's Wednesday, and we're making it through the week. We're getting through everything. It's a slow grind, a long process. Sometimes it's so slow that you're just, oh my gosh, when is gonna? And then there's days where it just flies. Uh, this month has been one of those days or one of those months where it seems like everything's just been flying like crazy. The weather's been changing from cold to hot to cold to hot. You have the days where the trees are blooming, and the next minute it's raining like crazy. So like today, it's raining like crazy. So it's not a lot of sunshine going on, except for the what what you provide in your own heart, of course. And I like to give a little bit of sunshine to you guys too. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. What else can I tell you? Well, you know what I was mentioning. Like I've been noticing a lot of people talking about and I guess I try not to mention it because it's like one of those things like, oh, I don't want to talk about it, but I have to. These 4 years, 4+ years, maybe longer for some of us, maybe shorter for some of us, who've been going through the whole what happened with us, the society, how everything kind of to be quite honest, kind of fell apart, and how we're kind of building ourselves back up to finding our oneness with everybody, because that's what happened. We gotten to a point where we're separating from each other, where we shouldn't be doing that. We should be coming together, and they're forcing us to come apart because they don't want us to be better. They don't want us to be well. They don't want us to be healthy. And that's one thing that I'm concentrating on for today is you got to make sure that you're well. You have to keep yourself healthy and positive, because if you let them get to the best of you, there's you have to do it yourself. Like I say, I can only give you a little bit of positivity from the days where I'm feeling down and want to boost your happiness to days where I'm feeling down and I sure need a little bit of happiness coming my way too. So it's a reciprocal thing, and it's something that we all need to share and bring positivity, because positivity breeds positivity. And I know it sounds corny and hokey, but it works. If you think of positive things will come your way. It does happen. It really does. And it's just a matter of just keeping your train of thought at a higher level. Yeah, and don't ever let anybody put you down, right? I know. Even yourself, I know you can put yourself down, but don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, and that's but see, I have that self thing too, where I have that thing where I can put myself down. I talk about things that probably will never have anything to do with me, but I still, I feel like a being part of this world. I feel like sometimes I'm a part of something bigger. I'd like to be a part of something bigger to kind of help everybody if I could. Uh, I watch so many people. There's so many people that I watch. Oh, another name that comes to my mind is Neil Oliver. If those of you who haven't been watching anything interesting in the last little while, I would always suggest you watch Neil Oliver. He's a great hello. He speaks better than I do, put it that way, and he's more honest and forward with a lot of stuff that goes on in the world, and he points to a lot of people that I will also watch as well, and just to everything keep on top of everything that's going on health wise, and showing that there is help. There's always help for everybody that needs it. Of course, he references to a person by the name of Dr. John Campbell, who's been doing a lot of research since the beginning of the that caused has been causing a lot of issues for a lot of people. And I believe it's responsible for a lot of people's downward health. And I also believe that they are. It's been proven that they have been keeping things from the public that should have been known right from the get-go, right from the start. If they knew that there was something like this going on, they should have said something sooner. You know what I'm saying? This really, really hurt society, and I really worry about the kids coming in the future, how they will respond to things. Will they be positive like we were? Will they be able to? Um, well, kids themselves are so resilient, and I know this because of being a clown for so many years, that kids have that tendency to be able to bounce back. But don't think that they don't know. Don't think that they're not thinking of what's happened, and it still goes on in their little heads of theirs. Because I know from being a kid that also grew up with a lot of trauma going on in the home, where you can work your way through it. I found that art has helped me quite a bit to leverage a lot of the things that go on in my mind. It actually soothes and helps to make my life more positive. Yeah, I believe in positivity in that way. So I believe that art saved my life in that sense, because I know that without it, I would not have an avenue in which to put all my frustrations, put all of my um, angst into when I was younger. So I'm glad I could have gotten involved big time in a lot of drugs drugs, a lot of alcohol, and a lot of bad habits. So I'm glad that I found this way, and I found uh, that art just took me in a different direction, and I'm so glad for it because it really it kept what brains were still left in my head to keep going forward and keeping everything positive for sure. Sure. Yeah. So, if you don't know a lot of things about what's going on recently, definitely look up those guys. Definitely, Dr. John Campbell, um, Neil Oliver, Russell Brand. I know, the name Russell Brand. I think of it, and it's not one of my favorite people that I would get advice from, but I also know that you know he's been saying a lot of things, and I don't know whether it's to kind of thwart people in the right direction or move people into another direction, which could be totally um, malign, you could say. So you know what, I keep watching everybody, and I keep my own opinion and have my own positive thoughts that I have about everything. So, other doctors I would suggest that other people look up, and definitely I was looking up during the course of this whole uh, and people getting sick was Dr. Peter McCullough and Dr. Robert Malone, as well as there's some other great doctors that were out there that warned about all this stuff beforehand. Uh, Dr. David Martin, for an example, gave a very, very, very good speech about how, and he's very articulate. It talks about how um, there's been patents on all kinds of things that they've been able to extract since the Second World War, maybe even further back. Like there is the history behind all of this, and it's deeper and darker than you think. And I've delved into it, and there's some things that even I don't want to know. There's some things that I know and I don't want to know. Put it that way. I've known. I think I knew something was up since 1986. I would have to say, if I had to pinpoint a time in life where things were kind of like I had to kind of be start getting a little suspicious of things in my life, I would definitely say it started when I was young. It had nothing to do with music and Pink Floyd and their weird war, uh, getting people depressed and all that stuff. No, it wasn't never about that. There was more to it. It didn't. It actually came. I think I started thinking about the history of war just because of my grandfather being in a war, and I grew up not knowing my grandfather because he died before I was born, and but hearing that he was a hero in Vimy Ridge in the First World War, I really would wanted to find out more about war, what war was about, and as I as I dug a little deeper, I found out things about, and of course I was big in on history. I was big in history in high school. I was big on English in high school, and a lot of English majors and a lot of stories had to deal with a lot of wars. And you'd find me in the library researching all the stuff that I was reading to find out what it was all about. So I mean, I delved deeper probably than I maybe should have. I found out a lot more, like on the human psyche and on manipulation of humans as well as manipulation of the sciences. And oh man, it really makes you wonder. Yeah, especially when you find out things about being electric universe and everything like that. There's so much more to this world than we've it's like the tip of the iceberg, you know what I mean? There's so much further we can delve into the world and still be amazed by what we find. I think because when I was young, I used to think, "Oh, when I get older, it'll all make sense to me." Like I'll get older and I'll realize that this is what my parents knew, this is what my grandparents knew, and then when I got to being the age that I am, I'm like, "Are you serious? It's really everybody's just flying by the seat of their pants, really?" Honestly, and nobody has like, "Oh, yeah, there's people out there who do know, and they know a lot, and they're not letting on anything." And you we get to be subjects to all of the things that happen because of all this knowledge that they're not releasing, but they're keeping it kind of at arm's length so that you'll never know until it's too late. Until it's too late. Did you know, like, I mean, they didn't want to release any information about the shots that you were taking up until what 75 years later. Why would they want to wait so long? Why wait that long? Unless there was something going on, unless there was something about the study that they weren't sure about. And of course, because of it being rushed and everything, and we all know the story. Yeah, we all know the story for sure. And just to push it that little bit further, to know the story before anything really happened, and it was just a matter of when, not if, but when. And uh, there's more coming. I'm sure there's more dastardly things that will be coming. But I hope that we have enough brains left in the society that maybe we can work this out and figure out where society has fallen, dropped the ball per se, and like we'll can pick it up and run with it. I mean, I was in Ottawa. I saw what happened. Like I saw the people. I know. I realized while I was in the crowd of so many people looking around me going, we're all here for this. We're all here for this. We've all come to this point where somebody had to say, you know what, this is it. Stop it. This is enough. Enough. So, I mean, it's like that Arthur Fonzarelli thing, right? Where that the authorities, they wanted to take away the Fonz from doing anything that was positive. And no, no, no. It was the more like, sure, you can get rid of me, said the Fonz, but I've influenced somebody now, and they'll start asking questions too, and they'll want to know the right answers, and there'll be somebody else that they'll influence, and so on and so on and so on. Like once it started rolling, people got pretty well, and I'm still thinking that there's still people, a lot of people that are still asleep and don't realize what's going on, and they'd rather not. They'd rather not know. They'd rather just put their blinders on and not see it happening in their neighborhood, not happening in their lifetimes. It's happening in your lifetime. There's things going on that shouldn't have happened, and there's things that are going on that are supposed to happen, and that there are people in this world that know more than they're letting on to, and it's just a matter of well, I mean, there's so many things like people talk about remote viewing, and if that be true, if there are such things as being able to go past conscious to unconscious and being able to go and find and see things that will maybe be happening in the future, or something that maybe is hidden that we will reveal through some kind of symbiosis of some sort. I'm thinking there's something. I know, because even when people get close to getting an idea, everybody's like, oh no, they're starting to realize. Throw a distraction out their way. Okay, Brad Pitt, come on over. It's time. Throw on that wig of yours, and let them know that it's all just a fake thing. It's all gonna be okay. Yeah, yeah. They use big names to make it seem like They got it under control. Yeah, they've got it under control. No, no, they don't. They don't. And it's funny because, what it basically comes down to is, where you want to be with your life. Life's what you make it. And sometimes even that isn't enough to make things right in your life. Life's what you make it. But if you find that life sometimes does not go the way you want it to, you're going to have to force your way forward. Now, and this is what I mentioned by the eddy in life, that one spot where it's just like you kind of get stuck in the swirling vortex where you're neither moving forward nor moving backwards, but you're just kind of there. You got to get past that. You got to move forward, and you got to move towards your goal, towards the things that you want. Keep positive. And that's the best thing that you can do. Even with art, you have to keep pushing forward. If there's something that you really want to do, if you wanted to be an animator like I did, and just to be being able to do cartoons, if that's what you want to do, push on it. Push as hard as you can. Do what you can. Go in that direction. If you want to know more about certain artists, certain people, if you want to know more about what's going on in the world, push in that direction. Follow that. Go there. Go there. Don't be afraid. What you will find is uh, satisfaction. You'll find satisfaction, and you will find the experience that you're looking to find. Now, I know I throw out a lot of tarot cards and things to put you in the right direction so that, to make it positive for you. So you know that the things that you are wanting want you as well. So the things that you are looking for are looking for you too. They need you as much as you need them. So always keep that in mind. Uh, your being here is a miracle. It truly, truly is. There's something to be said for being here. There's something to be said about every person being here. Everybody, there's this thing that people are going on about where they feel like they're only like cosplayers. They're not really involved in anything. They would rather just kind of, no, no, you are the leader of your own life. Push forward. Just you know, make things better. Don't leave things the way that they are. Make them better. Like, like the song says, uh, make them better. The Hey Jude song. Yeah, the Hey Jude song. Yeah. You find the things in life that you can fix and fix them well. Fix them better. If you can fix it better than your grandfather could, do it. If you can do things better than, say, the guy across the street can, I don't know. The guy across the street where I live, he likes to hack up his lung every morning around 6:30. So I mean, I don't have to worry about a morning alarm. I got him being my morning alarm. I would do more, but it actually hurts. I don't know why, or if they even know that they are loud and obnoxious, but that's the way people are. It's like that's why I say be mindful of people. There's people out there that don't care. They're in their own little world. They don't even they don't care about you. I mean, I know. And I do my job every day, and I try to make life a little bit better for everybody. But I know what it comes down to in the end is like nobody. It's not me that they're thinking about. They're thinking about themselves. I think about myself too. People can be as nice as pie, and I want to give them so much. I have my friend Fari, who she's going to be heading back to Iran to visit, and I worry for her because she's such a nice person, and she gives and gives and gives, and I want to give back to so many people like that. And there's even my friends. There's so many friends that I have out there, and people that remember me from, like I say, had a woman who remembered me from a paint night, and now hopefully she'll be calling me for doing some Niagara art parties because we all need a nap. And that's, we do need a nap sometimes, even though it goes beyond saying Niagara art parties. But we also, every once in a while, do need to just take a nap, relax, and not get so worked up about stuff. Because, I mean, there's, like I say, you keep positive. There's so many things that we can't do in this world, but there's so many good things that we can do in this world. And I boost you for doing all the positive things that you can in this world, because that's important to me as well. I like thinking that I'm talking to people that feel the same as I do. And I appreciate that. And Feedback Friday, if you on Friday, if you want to give me a little bit of feedback on, what you think of Wellness Wednesday, or even Magic Tuesday, or Cartooning Monday, you're more than welcome to. Like the Wellness Wednesday, obviously encompasses more than just art and music. It encompasses the wellness of your being, the wellness of feeling better than Russell Brand. I watch where I see him there, and he's got his little toque on, and he's smiling away with his big old teeth, and trying to make everything feel like, he knows what's going on. He's heading in the right direction. We're all heading in the positive, and over like how many, 6 million people he's got following him that probably feel very positive and right with the way he does things. And that's great. But there's still that background. We're all just human, and we've all been, uh, we've all done things in our past, which I'm sure we all kind of go, oh my gosh, thank God during my time there wasn't such things as a lot of video going on. There are some video. I do have video of me with wearing hats and stuff, and I do have video. There's video of me somewhere out there doing magic, and there's video of me out there somewhere in the past, I imagine, with Fitness Alive, because I used to be part of the Fitness Alive gym and stuff like that, because I've always been health conscious ever since I can remember, because of my mom having the stroke and everything. I've always been very conscious of my health, and now learning how to turn my life around, and eating the proper things that they've been telling us aren't proper things, the unprocessed foods that don't kill you. So I've cut back my sugar intake to next to nothing. The only sugar maybe that I may have comes from the sweetness of cream. And once in a while, I do treat myself to a candy once in a while, just because I figure I deserve. But I do not eat the things that I used to. And it's been a year now of carnivore. I've been I'm over a year of carnivore, and I can say that, for me, I actually didn't lose weight. And whether it's because I'm not eating enough fat, or there's something that I'm lacking of something, I'm still maintaining my weight. And from when I was doing keto. Now, keto was good for me because it actually made me lose the weight, and provided me with a good idea of proper food and fasting, and all the different things that you can and can't, or should be eating, should not be eating. But this puts doing carnivore, it's just meat, and you don't have to think about anything else. Meat, electrolytes, eggs, fish, poultry, lots of eggs, and definitely lots of meat, lots of red meat, lots of steak, and lots of well cooked patties of pork patties, of pork and beef patties. We've made, you know, healthy mindset also goes with healthy eating. So it really, they do go hand in hand, and you can't have one without the other, and you can't experience one without the other. Now, what has carnivore done for me? I think maybe I've gotten rid of a lot of aches and pains that I used to have, for sure. But definitely with the amount of sugars that I don't have now, I don't have as much pain in like joint pains and stuff like that. I'm not swollen like I used to be. But the only thing is that I really love steak. So yeah, it shows in my belly. I got to work off that little bit of belly fat with a little bit of exercise. So exercise and diet as well as a very good mental health, makes your life as best as you can, makes it worth living. I mean, that's the life of an artist, me. That's the life of me. Here in the Niagara area, I do my best to share with who I know what I have, and give back to a lot of people, because I think people deserve to know the truth, and people deserve to know the honest truth from people who don't speak a lot like me. I do most of my I do my speaking through a lot of my artwork. I do a lot of my speaking um, through singing and dancing, and just through being a clown. Made people a lot happier. I put all this stuff together for a while and was a clown, and yeah, it did. Um, I don't know if it helped a few people. I sure hope it did. It helped me get a better understanding of this world for sure. And being a retired clown now, Kimmy the clown still tells me jokes, and we both laugh all the time, and it keeps me thinking. There's still good in the world, and I hope you find the good in your world. And yeah, I can't believe I can talk for a good half hour just about the things that make a difference in my life. Just like you do. You make a difference in my life because I do get to talk to you, even though you might be going, okay, Kim, you can stop anytime. I appreciate you. I really do. So, and like I say, I I get to meet a lot of people during the course of the day, and I get to talk about a lot of things. But I wanted to be specific when I come and talk to you about certain days. So, Wellness Wednesday is all about just being good about you, being good in your mind, being good with your body, your soul, your inner positivity, and being able to share this. So if you like what you see and you think this would apply to somebody, would make somebody happy, even just to see, pictures of Neil Peart or Joe Satriani over here, or a little bit about art and the way it influences people. Be feel free to share anything that I do here, because I mean I love to share. If it gives you any better peace of mind, yeah, I don't mind that at all either. And another couple of good people to kind of keep in mind. I love watching Gerald Salente, Gregory Menorino, uh, Jordan Peterson, and like I said, there's Russell Brand, uh, uh, Dr. David Martin, uh, Peter McCullough, Dr. Peter McCullough, Dr. Robert Malone, Dr. John Campbell, uh, Neil Oliver. Yeah, all these people that I mentioned, these things can give you insight and push you maybe in the direction that will help you get better as well. And maybe one day we can all get together one day and meet. I'd really like that. I'd really like to meet you and share a cup of coffee and a little bit of love and hopefulness with you. Yeah. And with that being said, I'm going to stop because it's been a whole half hour of just talking and appreciating you. And I hope you appreciate me for being here today. I hope you have a great day. And yeah, because the last couple times I hadn't been able to show up. But yeah, it's not that I wasn't doing anything. I Wellness Wednesdays. I'm always, if I'm not seeing you, I'm seeing my friends and wishing them well as well. Wellness Wednesday. So peace out, brother, with a little bit added, my friends. I hope you have a great day. I have to work later, but I'll be back for more. Tomorrow's Thursday, and you know what Thursday is? No, it has nothing to do with fish or anything. It's Entertainment Thursdays, and I will make it a little bit funner for you. But thank you, and I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope Brad Pitt has a fantastic day. I got to tell you, I'm not, I've eliminated him from a lot of my things just so I can stop myself from self-degrading myself. Okay, so, but I want to wish him well just the same. I hope he does well, and I hope everybody does well. What can I say? And peace of brother with a little bit at it, as my mom used to say. You just don't know what to do, as my mom used to say. but we're learning, and it's good to be able to learn with you and learn together. So, in that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Love you.